right, I'm assuming that you cover this in the book somewhere, but maybe not. You'll have to tell me. But how often should we be contacting our customers? Because we live in, these days the Twitter age and the SMS age. And, as an email marketer, it seems like some people mail every single day. Some people mail once a week, once a month. Some people are like, I don't want to oversaturate my customers. And the same is true with direct mail. There must be a crossover point by which it doesn't pay off anymore. But what's your opinion on that?
Well, listen, I'll give you the scientific answer, and then I'll give you my personal answer, but they're really kind of the same. It's because there's been a lot of studies done as far as how often people want to hear from you in terms of people that do business with you. And the truth of the matter is, scientifically, whenever they've done this, they actually find that people want to hear from you much more often than you think that they do, especially if you provide them good products and services. So a basic premise for everything that Mike, that you do and I do is that we only provide good products and services, because if we don't do that, then it doesn't matter how the frequency, it means nothing. So the first thing is that people want to hear from you a lot more often than you think they do. And the real thing about that is that if they don't want to hear from you more often, they will normally tell you that. And normally that's a sign that you have a problem with delivering good value. Mm-hmm. So you cannot really over-contact customers that want to hear from you. Where you can do, and which is really deadly, and what most people do, is you can be too boring to people. So if you start sending out marketing advertising to people in any kind of media at all, and you don't get the kind of results that you want, the really good chance is that they're just not getting noticed, and you're just being too boring. And again, they will tell you when it's too much. So most of my customers, so whether it's for my former retail business, and now it's for my marketing and advertising consulting firm that I have, most of my customers say, they just tell me the opposite of what you just said to me. It's not that, Bill, you're marketing to me too much. I'm getting an email a day from you. That's too much. They're not saying that to me. They're normally saying to me when I meet them is, when am I getting the next thing? And when I was in the retail business, I got that all the time. I couldn't go anywhere where somebody wouldn't say to me, gee, Bill, I got your cruise postcard in the mail. That thing was just really cute. And then I got your placemat in the mail. That was great. When am I getting the next thing? I can't wait to see what you're up to next. So really, that's the kind of reaction you want to get from people, is they can't wait to hear from you, not the fact that you're mailing to them too often.
So the bottom line is, it seems there appears to be, if you're an outrageous advertiser, there's a direct connection between being a great marketer and even a great entertainer. But there's a system to the process. You've got examples to draw from, and something to, you've done this. They're either your specific examples that you've used, you've gotten results from, or you wouldn't put them in the book, or you've gotten them from customers and clients who've been using these strategies and techniques, who gave them to you, and you've got proof that they worked as well.
Yeah, and in most of them, the book actually gives you the actual results that they've each achieved. So, yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't really want to be teaching anything that's not working. So people should really think of this book, as you mentioned before, it's a big swipe file. And if you think that you're not the kind of person that can come up with these outrageous ideas, that's okay. Let me be that guy who brings them to you and hands them to you in a silver platter, where you can just take them and figure out, how can I use those in my own business.
So the bottom line is, for less than $20, you can get, it's like $1 million swipe file, and you give them the CD with all the examples on them in full color scans.
Yeah, actually, and maybe we'll talk about this a little bit later, but
okay.
My business partner, Dan Kennedy, he didn't even want me to offer this book at that price, and we'll talk about it maybe a little bit later.
It should have been the $500 book instead, or turn it into a 3-ring binder and a course.
He was trying to get me to do it for a minimum of $1,000, and he really suggested $2,000, so you're right. But again, as I said before, this wasn't really about making money. It's about, again, all the profits are being donated to junior achievement. This really was about, this is the Bill Glazer Giving Back book, so I'm happy to do it.
It's a great gift.